got into a real bad way. I couldn't fall asleep. The night terrors were horrible. I got into a really bad way, and one day I just woke up and I said, "That's it. I gotta fix it."
I do not know you, but I am your brother.
You do not know me, but I am your protector.
I will run into a burning building to save your life.
Though I do not know your name, I will take a bullet for you.
Though we've never met,
I believe in duty and sacrifice
of self.
Your family is my family.
Is my family. Your life is my duty.
What's going on, guys? Time for another episode of Behind the Uniform. I've got this guy. He's got a booger. I'll let you explain everything. Go ahead.
My name's Travis. I was with the 102nd Infantry back in 06-07. This is my service dog, Booger, and he's around every day to make sure that I get through it.
So you're here in Connecticut, and you weren't here in Connecticut a few years ago. You were overseas. Talk
Yes,
to us
sir.
a little bit about that.
I was deployed 06-07 with the 102nd Infantry Bravo Company out of Manchester when we were here. I was in 5 Meadowlawn. I was attached to the mortar platoon. We saw some. We did a lot. We did a lot of good, and we saw a lot of bad. I don't really know what else to say.
Let me ask you this. First of all, before we really get into everything, what's it like looking back at sort of the progress of the war that happened over there? There were highs, there were lows. It's got to be tough looking back on that now.
Yeah, I mean it's hard every day to think about. You know, we go out and we try to do some really good stuff for people, for the Afghan community, and they just blow it up a day later. And then, I mean, it was horrible, man.
Well, and you know Micah, you're friends with Micah,
Yes.
who's over
Yep.
there.
Yes, I was.
Micah, who will be the first person to tell you he's our next governor.
Correct.
I think he's out of his mind for running. I love him to death. He's out of his mind
He's
for,
a great guy.
for getting
He's a
in
great
politics
guy,
in
but-
this state.
God bless him for running in this state. bro.
Absolutely. So talk to me about what the experience was like when you came back.
Reintegrating into society was pretty rough. Coming back from Afghanistan, where it was easy. You knew what was going on from a day-to-day basis, and your expectations were just do your job.
Yeah.
You know, stay alive, keep your buddy alive, and just do what you had to do to make it home. And to come back, and to not know, a lot of the not knowing is really hard, and the anxiety of big crowds. And you know, I mean, when I first got back, I was at West Farms Mall. I got spit on by 2 ladies.
Jeez.
I was in my uniform. I forget what I was picking up a Christmas present for my mom or something like that, you know. And two women spit on me. And I mean, just the not knowing is huge. It was a wonderful, wonderful thing to be home, and so confusing and stressful all at the same time. You know, I almost beat the hell out of a lady in McDonald's because she cut in front of me and complained she got pickles on her cheeseburger. Like, lady, you don't know what the fuck you're missing. Excuse my mouth, I apologize.
Oh, you're fine.
Like, you have nothing to complain about. Pull the pickles off and get on with your life.
Yeah.
You know, you want to lay down? No. Come on, babies. Come down. I know the wood floor is rough.
So how did you handle it? How did you process
How did I
it?
handle it? A lot of alcohol. I got into a real bad way. I couldn't fall asleep. The night terrors were horrible. I got into a really bad way, and one day I just woke up and I said, "That's it. I gotta fix it." And I left. I went down to Florida for a 2-week vacation. Ended up staying 5 years.
Wow.
Got hooked up with some great people down there who helped me. I actually got a job on a commercial fishing boat.
Nice.
Spent 3 days a week of my life 500 miles offshore.
Wow.
And really the therapy of that brought me back. And then I came home Came home to be with my family because I was doing better. And I got into counseling. You know, obviously I had gotten clean down in Florida. I wasn't, you know, I still drink. God, I love it.
Welcome home.
Yeah, right. I'm looking around. I'm like, oh, mama, cancel the plans for the afternoon. You know, got the right help that I needed.
Yeah.
And I met the love of my life, my wife, and with her support and my dog and my friends and my family, I'm able to function mostly on a day-to-day basis. Situational dependent though. You know, I own a store in Granby, Connecticut, and shit triggers me all the time.
Yeah.
It's hard for me I deal with really stupid people sometimes. And I don't mean stupid, I mean ignorant.
Yeah.
And that'll trigger me, and I close the store. I have to leave because I'm just so, I know, baby, I know. Daddy's okay. So wrought with anxiety and stress that I can't deal with people, and I have to go. I go home. I go to the range, you know, whatever, and I blow off some steam, and we call it a day. We call that day a wash, and we try for the next day.
So who's this guy?
This is Booger Dog. He is one of my best friends in the world. He's brought me through a lot of hard times. He knows, as you can see, he was looking at me when I was getting a little stressed out. He senses when I'm having an anxiety attack or I'm stressed, and he's there for me. He calms me down. He's always there. You never, I could lock him in the trunk with my wife for 30 minutes, and I open it up. He's the happy one to see me. We've had him since he was 8 weeks old. Yeah. It's okay.
Well, you mentioned to me off camera that he sort of knows you inside and out when
He
you're not even
knows-
awake.
When I'm not even awake, I could be having a night terror, and he will climb right up in the bed and rest his face on my neck or lick me, wake me up, and really calm me down. On day to day, I could be in a grocery store and something triggers me. Somebody drops something, and I kind of twitch, and he can sense the anxiety, and he comes right to me, and he calms me down. He brings me back from a bad place to a good one. Yes, I know.
You know, one of the Micah and I made a video last year that
Yep.
ended up with about 6 million hits on it.
It was great.
I appreciate that. And one of the things that I addressed in there were therapy dogs for triggered college students. Very, very different
Chihuahuas?
story. Chihuahuas, a wiener schnitzel. I don't know. I don't think that's a dog. I think that's a hot dog. But
Yeah.
but it's I think it's a sad reflection on society when we have guys who actually need and deserve the support of beautiful creatures like this versus people who turn around and say that they are suffering from post-traumatic stress from our election.
Right.
And they
Yeah,
need
that's-
therapy dogs for that. And, you know, when I hear those stories, when I hear about Hampshire College bringing in wieners for little wieners, I think it really devalues this conversation about true therapy dogs, true service dogs, and the impact that they make on lives.
There's absolutely a huge misuse of the word therapy dog or service dog. There are too many people out there, or even animals, service animal.
Yep.
These crazy people that have ducks as service animals, try to bring them onto a flight. Now, I mean, we're taking a good friend of mine down to Louisiana to get his service dog at the Molly Frank Foundation. And I had to fill out so much paperwork to fly with him because of people taking advantage of, true therapy dogs, a dog that, or an animal, whatever your heart desires, that actually really does do something for the person that deserves it, that did go through a truly traumatic experience or experiences.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't get me started on kids these days with this snowflake crap.
Would it be wrong to say that I really hope he eats a therapy duck on the flight down there?
Absolutely not. That'd be hilarious. I'll film it for you.
We'll make sure to blast that out. So what's next?
what's next for us?
For you, yep.
I'm actually toning down, and I hope that my store actually does well. But we're going to be doing a lot more work for veterans. We're going to be doing. We're going to try to get more into servicing veterans up here with a true nonprofit to give these veterans, as the gentleman who we're going to see down south does for veterans all over. He tries to help everybody as far as he can, but he can't. The foundation can't pay for flight, travel, stuff like that. So we recently did a fundraiser for our veteran here to get the travel taken care of.
Awesome.
We had a lot of great success with that, and
Hit the goal?
hit the goal. We did
Awesome.
hit the goal. It was the first time I've ever hit the goal in anything.
It's awesome.
We hit the goal, and we leave Monday morning. You gonna go say hi?
What can people do to help? People who are watching this right now, you've got a huge
people-
audience.
Compassion. Show your love not for government or the president, but show your love for your soldiers. Show. I know, baby, Daddy's. I'm working out. I'm working it out. Support for soldiers coming home. Come here. Hey, you're not going over there. You're not. God, anything really helps. Find a great organization to throw your extra $2 at, or volunteer some time at a place that helps veterans. There's a bunch out there. I don't know how many are not truly nonprofit. Those are the ones that we try to help out. Veteran run and operated. God, I mean, there's so much that people can do, but they're too close-minded. They don't see the soldier, they see the government, they see the president, and that's unfortunate for us, for everybody, because that's not that we're fighting for our country, for our friends, for our families, and for everybody here, not just the president.
Last question I'd like to ask everybody, what does America mean to you?
Everything. Everything. America is my wife, my kids, my friends, my family, my dog, you guys. It's freedom. It's true freedom. We saw 2 bald eagles on the way over here this morning.
That's awesome.
America is everything. It's life. It's life as I know it.
That's awesome. Well, brother, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, sir, very much.
To those of you who are watching this right now, it's going to take you 2 seconds. Hit the damn share button. So please do that. Let's get these stories out there and show that the men and women who are behind the uniforms are just like you and I. They want to serve their country. They want to go home to their families at the end of the day. So thank you all for watching. God bless America.